idea if it's coming through
Okay.
or not.
Go ahead.
Was it's on the light for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I got no reports. What is this? I don't want this doing it.
Nobody reported. Are we ready?
A little. Yeah, I'm ready. What do you got, a minute?
No, no minute.
Yeah. Let's go. Was it-
Okay.
This recessed portion of the December 13, 2022 regular meeting is being held in conformance with the Sunshine Law. Notice of time, date, and place has been furnished to the Bergen Record and the Ridgewood News. Notice has also been posted on the bulletin board of the Administration Building. Would the clerk kindly take the roll?
Mayor Giordano.
Here.
Ms. Saracola.
Here.
Mr. Ritchie.
Here.
Mr. Schatz.
Here.
Mr. Shalero.
Here.
Mrs. Sherman.
Here.
We have some consent agendas. Would the clerk kindly read 2022-384?
Be it resolved that the following resolutions herewith listed by consent, having been considered by the governing body of the Borough of Waldwick, are hereby passed and approved. 2022-384, approval of consent. 2022-385, approval of minutes, regular meeting December 13, 2022. 2022-386, approval of budget appropriation transfers, and 2022-387, approval of bill list.
Do I have a motion and a second? Motion by Councilman Shalero, second by Councilman Schatz. On the question? Nope. Clerk, please take the roll.
Ms. Saracola.
Yes.
Mr. Ritchie.
Yes.
Mr. Schatz.
Yes.
Mr. Shalero.
Yes.
Mrs. Sherman.
Yes.
Tonight we have a couple of honors and recognitions to give out. The first one will be this year 16 residents signed up for the mayor's second annual house decorating contest. I would like to thank Lori Cabibo and Alicia Quattrochi, who was driven around town by our own DBW worker, Steve Weber, and myself. The winners for this year's names I will announce today. Each one of them had a sign placed on their lawn, and I would like to thank Steve Weber once again taking me out the next day to bring me around to make sure that these signs were put on the lawn. As I call your names, if you could kindly come up, because we would like to give you a little gift. Most outlandish, 119 Longview Drive, Teresa Chronopoulos. Most creative, 27 Frederick Street, which not only during the holidays, but every week something else is placed on the property and near the store to let the residents know about how faithful and dedicated this family is. Tammy Moses and family. And best overall, 33 Evergreen Street, Douglas and Marcia Gostin. Tonight, we also say goodbye to Councilman Greg Bajork, who is not here tonight. Greg served on this council for 11 years. He was also a member of the Planning Board and the Zoning Board. He was also a very active member of the Lions Club. You probably saw him around the town, working with the Lions Club, with the trees, with the carnival. He's got a very dedicated spirit, and he worked very hard for our borough. And tonight, we say thank you for his service, and we'll present him with a plaque. We'll bring it to him with the picture that's also on the wall downstairs. This is the part of the meeting in which we give the Citizen of the Year award to. The council reviewed some people. I made a recommendation, and everyone was unanimous about this individual. And it's with a great honor that we announced the 2022 Waldwick Citizen of the Year. First of all, the Citizen of the Year was born in Camp Lejeune, South Carolina, while his dad was stationed there as a Marine. He grew up in Little Falls, New York, and graduated from Little Falls High School. After graduating from high school, he attended Alfred University, earning a Bachelor's of Fine Arts in Graphic Design. He is married to his high school sweetheart and has lived in Waldwick with his son and daughter for 25 years. He has always dedicated his time volunteering for the community for many years in different capacities. He was a Waldwick youth soccer coach for 10 years. He has been involved in scouting for 15 years, spending a lot of time organizing hiking, biking, and camping trips to help scouts earn their merit badges and give them a love for nature. He is currently the advisement chair of the Waldwick Boy Scouts Troop 88, a member of the Friends of the Waldwick Library, where you will see him always being very active on the outside of the area, planting and doing all types of work to keep the library clean. Also, he recently planned the trivia night hosted by the Friends of the Library. He is a member of both the Waldwick Environmental and Beautification Committee, where he is very involved in improving our environment here in Waldwick. He designed the logos for both the Environmental and the Beautification Committee, as well as various printing and banners that you see throughout the town. He is an avid biker, and for the past 5 years has been part of the Great Cycle Challenge to raise funds for children's cancer research to honor his cousin who lost his battle at a young age, as well as his nephew who battled cancer and is now cancer-free. He has a great love for Waldwick. He is always ready to do for anyone, and he never says no. He does what he does without expecting nothing in return. He always has Waldwick's best interest at heart. His heart and soul is for Waldwick, and we are a better place because he is here with us. It is my honor to present the 2022 Citizen of the Year Award to a good, caring, and dedicated resident, Dave Zilkowski. Dave's name will be on the plaque in the back. And if you look at all the names of the people there, you'll see that we have a big variety of people that you might not know them because they don't want to be known, but they want to do for the town. And that means a lot for all of us here on the council. So we want to thank Dave. We want to thank everybody that comes out, everybody that will hopefully one day receive the Citizen of the Year Award too. At this time, do I have a motion to adjourn? Motion by Mike, second by Paul. All those in favor? We're going to take a 2-minute break and then begin our new meeting. Thank you very much. This meeting is being held in conformance with the Sunshine Law. Notice of time, date, and place has been furnished to the Bergen Record and the Ridgewood News. Notice has also been posted on the bulletin board of the Administration Building. At this time, would the clerk kindly share with us the results in the swearing in?
Donald E. Shalero, 2,155 votes, and he was challenged. Michelle S. Weber, 2,095 votes, and she was challenged. At this time, we'll have the swearing in of the newly elected council members. Once sworn in, please take your seat at the council table.
And the Honorable Judge Helene Herbert, who is our borough judge, will swear them in.
So at this time, if Council-elect Michelle Weber and her family would come up, the Honorable Judge Helene Herbert will administer the oath of office. Yes.
So you're going to repeat after me, okay? I, Michelle Weber. I, Michelle Weber. Do solemnly swear. Do solemnly swear. That I will faithfully. That I will faithfully. Impartially. Impartially. And justly perform all the duties of councilwoman for the borough of Waltham. And justly perform all the duties of councilwoman for the borough of Waltham. And that's in Bergen County. Bergen County. For a 3-year term commencing January 1, 2023 to December 31, 2023. For a 3-year term commencing January 1, 2023. January 1, 2023. To December 31, 2025. To December 31, 2025. According to the best of my ability. According to the best of my ability. And that I will support the Constitution of the United States. And that I will support the Constitution of the United States. And the Constitution of the State of New Jersey. And the Constitution of the State of New Jersey. And that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States. And that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States. And in this state. Under the authority. Of the authority of the people. So help me God. So help me God. What a beautiful family. Next year's Christmas card. Yes, happy orders to you.
Congratulations.
You're forgetting something.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it's still me. Council-elect Donald E. Shalero can come up and with his family, and the Honorable Judge Helene Herbert will administer the oath of office. I already turned the page there. Sorry, John.
All right, I know you know this. I,
Donald Schlatter,
do solemnly swear that I will faithfully,
I do solemnly swear that I will faithfully,
this time, kindly rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the prayer. Let us have a moment of silence for all our Waldeck veterans and all veterans across our country who have given the ultimate sacrifice so we could be here today to assemble and be free. Clerk, kindly do the prayer.
We thank you for everyone gathered here now. Thank you that you know each of us by name and have caused us to walk with you. We say that we are dependent on you and our trust is in you completely. As we surrender ourselves in adoration, we ask that you would come by your Holy Spirit and inspire our hearts today. Come fill our lives with your love, fill our conversations with your grace and truth, fill this meeting with your presence. We ask this for your glory and praise. Amen.
Amen.
Would the clerk kindly take the roll?
Mayor Giordano,
Here.
Ms. Saracola,
Here.
Mr. Ritchie,
Here.
Mr. Schatz,
Here.
Mr. Shalero,
Here.
Mrs. Sherman,
Here.
Mrs. Weber.
Here.
At this time, would the clerk kindly read mayor's appointments subject to council confirmation?
Board of Health members, Kathy Hillringhouse, regular member, January 1st, 2023 to December 31st, 2025. Donna Palladino, regular member, same term. Greg Halsey, regular member, same term. Allison Laro, alternate number 2 member, January 1, 2023 to December 31st, 2024.
Do I have a motion and a second? Motion by Councilman Shalero, second by Councilman Schatz. Anyone have a question? These are the people whose terms are expired this year, and they all were asked if they would like to return, and they all agreed. So that's why these names are here, and they will start once again working for the Board of Health. Anyone else? Clerk, please take the roll.
Ms. Saracola?
Yes.
Mr. Ritchie?
Yes.
Mr. Schatz?
Yes.
Mr. Shalero?
Yes.
Mrs. Sherman?
Yes.
Mrs. Weber?
Yes.
Library Board of Trustees, Don Shalero, Council Liaison, for a one-year term, January 1st, 2023 to December 31st, 2023, and Heather Del Piano, Superintendent Liaison, for the same term.
We have a motion and a second. Motion by Mr. Ritchie, second by Mrs. Councilman Weber. Anyone have a question? Clerk, please take the roll.
Ms. Saracola?
Yes.
Mr. Ritchie?
Yes.
Mr. Schatz?
Yes.
Mr. Shalero?
Yes.
Mrs. Sherman?
Yes.
Mrs. Weber? Board of Adjustment appointments. Jesus Moniz, regular member, January 1st, 2023 to December 31st, 2026. Nadia Lupino, regular member, January 1st, 2023 to December 31st, 2025, and that's an unexpired term. Richard Saracola, alternate number 1 member, January 1st, 2023 to December 31st, 2024. And Phil Centennial Jr., alternate number 2 member, filling an unexpired term, January 1st, 2023 to December 31st, 2023.
Do I have a motion and a second? Motion by Mr. Councilman Shalero and second by Mr. Schatz. Please take the roll.
Ms. Saracola?
Yes.
Mr. Ritchie?
Yes.
Mr. Schatz?
Yes.
Mr. Shalero?
Yes.
Mrs. Sherman?
Yes.
Mrs. Weber?
Yes.
Environmental Advisory Committee, Mark Ramundo, Executive Director, January 1st, 2023 to December 31st, 2025. Mohammed Kamral Hassan, January 1st, 2023 to December 31st, 2025. And Dan Montella, regular member, January 1st, 2023 to December 31st, 2025.
Do we have a motion and a second? Motion by Councilwoman Saracola and Councilman Schatz. Clerk, please take the roll.
Ms. Saracola?
Yes.
Mr. Ritchie?
Yes.
Mr. Schatz?
Yes.
Mr. Shalero?
Yes.
Mrs. Sherman?
Yes.
Mrs. Weber?
Yes.
Waldeck Access for All, Tristina Kalachi, January 1st, 2023 to December 31st, 2025. Jim Laughlin, same term, and Angela Smith, same term.
Do we have a motion and a second to accept? Motion by Councilman Mike Ritchie, second by Councilman Shalero. Clerk, take the roll.
Ms. Saracola?
Yes.
Mr. Ritchie?
Yes.
Mr. Schatz?
Yes.
Mr. Shalero?
Yes.
Mrs. Sherman?
Yes.
Mrs. Weber?
Yes.
Office of Emergency Management, Detective Passaretti, January 1st, 2023 to December 31st, 2023. Anthony Paris, the same term, and Lucas Nestoros, same term.
Do I have a motion and a second? Motion by Councilman Ritchie, second by Councilwoman Weber. Clerk, take the roll.
Ms. Saracola?
Yes.
Mr. Ritchie?
Yes.
Mr. Schatz?
Yes.
Mr. Shalera?
Yes.
Mrs. Sherman?
Yes.
Mrs. Weber?
Yes.
Mayor's appointment not subject to council's confirmation.
Planning Board appointments, Paul Basilico, Class 4 member, Joe Orovitz, Class 4 member, Joe Mizowick, Class 2 member, Stan Kowalski, alternate number 1 member.
Election of council president at this time. Anyone have any? Yes.
Thank you. Well, as outgoing council president, I would like to thank the mayor and my fellow council members for the honor of serving as council president this past year. As council president, I have the task to nominate my successor for this position. It gives me great pleasure to put forward the council member that is very dedicated to the council. This member is very active on the council and the assigned subcommittees. I also know that our mayor and council will be very happy with my choice of nominating my running mate, Paul Schatz, as council president for 2023.
Do I have a second? I have a second by Councilman Shalero. Anyone else? Anyone else? Clerk, please take the roll.
Ms. Saracola?
Yes.
Mr. Ritchie?
Yes.
Mr. Schatz?
Yes.
Mr. Shalero?
Yes.
Mrs. Sherman?
Yes.
Mrs. Weber?
Congratulations and thank you, because we saved money on your plate. Would the clerk kindly read mayor's appointment of standing committees not subject to council's confirmation?
Financial,
Did you hear her?
can you hear me? Okay. Financial Administrative Committee, Mr. Shalero, Chair, Mr. Schatz, Mr. Ritchie. Fire and Police Protection Committee, Ms. Saracola, Chair, Mr. Ritchie, Mr. Shalero. Public Safety Committee, Ambulance Corps, Mrs. Sherman, Chair, Mrs. Weber, and Mr. Schatz. Recreation and Health Committee, Mrs. Weber, Chair, Ms. Saracola, and Mr. Schatz. Public Works Committee, Mr. Ritchie, Chair, Mrs. Sherman, and Ms. Saracola. Buildings and Grounds Committee, Mr. Schatz, Chair, Mr. Shalero, and Mrs. Sherman.
Will the clerk kindly read mayor's appointment of liaison representatives?
Board of Education, Mike Ritchie. Cable TV, Joe Perone. Emergency 911 Coordinator / OEM Team, Kathleen Saracola. Chamber of Commerce, Mayor Tom Giordano. The Northwest Bergen County Utility Authority, Michelle Weber. Environmental Advisory Committee and Green Team, Paul Schatz. Waldwick Access for All Advisory Committee, Teresa Sherman.
Clerk kindly read the consent resolutions and resolutions of the governing body.
Be it resolved that the following resolutions herewith listed by consent, having been considered by the governing body of the Borough of Waldwick, are hereby passed and approved. 2023-01, approval of consent. 2023-02, establish a cash management plan. 2023-03, designation of depositories for the borough. 2023-04, designation of depositories for the dog account. 2023-05, designation of depositories for the court accounts. 2023-06, fixing interest rates on delinquent taxes. 2023-07, fixing interest rates on delinquent water rents. 2023-08, fixing interest rates on delinquent sewer charges. 2023-09, year-end penalty of 6% on all outstanding balances. 2023-10, authorize the cancellation of tax overpayments or delinquent amounts less than $10. 2023-11, authorize CFO to clear all interfunds. 2023-12, designation of meeting dates, times, and locations for 2023. 2023-13, adoption of regular meeting agenda format. 2023-14, designate official newspaper. 2023-15, authorize hiring of emergency temporary help. 2023-16, appointment of the appointing authority, Patrick Wary. 2023-17, appointment of the tax searcher, Colleen Ennis. 2023-18, appointment of assessment searcher, Kelly Halowitz. 2023-19, appointment of subdivision searcher, Boswell Engineering. 2023-20, appointment Class 3 Member of Planning Board, Paul Schatz. 2023-21, appointment of Prosecutor Joe DeMarco. 2023-22, designation of municipal agent for initiation, settlement, and defense of tax appeals, Angela Matisse. 2023-23, appointment of Public Agency Compliance Officer, Patrick Wary. 2023-24, appointment of Municipal Recycling Coordinator, Patrick Wary. 2023-25, appointment of Qualified Purchasing Agent, Patrick Wary. 2023-26, appointment of Municipal Housing Liaison, Patrick Wary. 2023-27, appointment of Designated Employee Representatives. 2023-28, appointment of the 2023 CERT members. 2023-29, adoption of the 2023 Council Manual. 2023-30, appointing the JIF Commissioner and alternate JIF Commissioner to the Bergen County Municipal Joint Insurance Fund for 2023. 2023-31, approval of take-home vehicles for 2023. 2023-32, adopt interlocal agreement for a mutual aid plan and rapid deployment force. 2023-33, execute the 2023 Well Child Care Services interlocal agreement with Allendale, Franklin Lakes, Hohokus, Mawa, Midland Park, Oakland, Ramsey, Upper Saddle River, and Wyckoff. 2023-34, adoption of the form required to be used for the filing of notices of tort claim against the Borough of Waldwick in accordance with the provisions of the New Jersey Tort Claims Act, NJSA 59:8-6. 2023-35, governing body certification of compliance with the United States Equal Employment Opportunity Commission's enforcement guidance on the consideration and arrest of conviction records and employment discussions under Title 8 of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. 2023-36, resolution to affirm the Borough of Waldwick civil rights policy with respect to all officials, appointees, employees, prospective employees, volunteers, independent contractors, and members of the public that come into contact with municipal employees, officials, and volunteers. 2023-37, adoption of the Cyber Incident Response Plan. 2023-38, award a non-fair and open professional service contract for Borough Attorney to Craig Vassong of Florio, Perucci, Steinhardt, Hilly, Tippin, and Taylor, LLC. 2023-39, award a non-fair and open professional service contract for Borough Labor Attorney Mark Ruderman of Ruderman and Raw, PC. 2023-40, award a non-fair and open professional service contract for Borough Engineer Stephen T. Boswell of Boswell Engineering. 2023-41, award a non-fair and open professional service contract as Borough Auditor Gary Vinci of Lurch, Vinci, and Higgins, LLP. 2023-42, award a professional service contract for Bond Counsel Steve Roget. 2023-43, award a professional service contract for Public Defender James D. Addis. 2023-44, award a professional service contract for Borough Planner for Paul Phillips of Phillips Price Shapiro Associates. 2023-45, execute agreement with the BCUA to act as the Borough's certified recycling professional and submit annual recycling tonnage reports to the NJDEP. 2023-46, authorize a shared service agreement of the Northwest Bergen County Utilities Authority for TV inspection services. 2023-47, authorize service contract with the West Bergen Mental Health Care of Employee Assistance Program and Municipal Allocation. 2023-48, authorize a Northwest Bergen Central 911 handoff service fee. 2023-49, award a contract for animal control services to Tyco Animal Control.
Do we have a motion and a second? Motion by Mr. Shalero, second by Mr. Schatz. Anyone on a question?
Thank you,
Yes.
Mayor. So, first of all, well done, Kelly. You got through all of that. You didn't lose your breath or pass out. Very nicely done. So, essentially, one of the things people don't realize is that there's many aspects of local government that function on a calendar year basis. So these are things that have to be renewed annually. And some of these are just very important items. Of course, you know, setting accounts and interest rates and things like that, but also the appointments. So we have a number of people on our staff that serve in very important positions, and they do a great job, and we thank them for their service throughout the year. But they also sometimes serve in multiple positions in addition to their primary role. So, you know, these appointments are made just like a lot of the committees that we heard earlier, on an annual basis and get renewed on an annual basis. In addition to the staff that help us provide services to our community, we're very fortunate to have a good group of professionals that support borough services and programs as we strive to provide services to the community. And these appointments are done on an annual basis as well. So we thank them for their support throughout the year. We're pleased to have them come back and continue to work with us and look forward to working with them through 2023.
Anyone else? Clerk, please take the roll.
Ms. Saracola?
Yes.
Mr. Ritchie?
Yes.
Mr. Schatz?
Yes.
Mr. Shalero?
Yes.
Mrs. Sherman?
Yes.
Mrs. Weber? Yes.
Will the clerk kindly read resolution number 2023-50?
Approval of the 2023 temporary budget. Want to read the whole thing?
No.
Thank you.
We'll be here till tomorrow. Do we have a motion and a second to accept? We have a motion by Don Shalero, second by Mike Ritchie. Anyone have a question? Yes.
Thank you, Mayor. So just as many of our appointments and important functions function on a calendar year basis, so does our budget. So when we adopt a budget in 2022, it basically terminates December 31st, 2022. So until the mayor and council has an opportunity to meet and review a budget for 2023, we need to continue to function. We need to meet our obligations, pay our bills, pay our staff, make purchases that are important to the municipality. And the way we do that is we approve a temporary budget. It's based on state formula. It kind of dictates what we can do. And it basically is meant to service us with the same level of service as the prior year until we can adopt a budget for the full calendar year. So, and this meets all of our needs in both operating, capital, water, everything we need to do, nothing will lapse, and we continue to meet our obligations.
Anyone else? Clerk, please take the roll.
Ms. Saracola?
Yes.
Mr. Ritchie?
Yes.
Mr. Schatz?
Yes.
Mr. Shalero?
Yes.
Mrs. Sherman?
Yes.
Mrs. Weber? Yes.
This time I will give my mayor's message for 2023. Good evening, Judge Helene Herbert, Borough Attorney Greg Bazong, ex-Councilman Joe Orvitz, Engineer Jim McGinnis, CFO Colleen Innes, Deputy Borough Clerk Tatiana Marquise, Environmental Advisory Committee Executive Mark Raimondo, representing our veteran Stan Kowalski, and all our family and friends. Welcome to Waldwick's 2023 reorganization meeting. Before I deliver the message, I would like to ask everyone to kindly bow your heads and take a moment of silence for all our residents who have passed away in 2022. Those we love don't go away. They walk beside us every day, unseen, unheard, but always near, still loved, still missed, and forever dear. May they all rest in peace. I would like to start by thanking Councilman Greg Bajork for his service on the Waldwick Town Council. Thank you, Greg, for your hard work, your tireless efforts, and your genuine love for the borough of Waldwick. I would like to congratulate Councilman Don Shalero on his re-election to another term as councilman. Don dedicates himself to his position and to the borough, which is second to none. I am very appreciative to Don for his valuable commitment to the welfare of our residents and for the knowledge and information he brings to the council. I would also like to congratulate our newly sworn council member, Councilwoman Michelle Weber. I know Michelle will bring a wealth of information and new ideas to the council, and she will do everything in her power to represent our residents with honesty, hard work, and dedication. I could tell by tonight that you are already starting because when you were being sworn in by the judge, you told the judge where you wanted your family to go. That's a good sign. To council members Paul Schatz, Terry Sherman, Katie Siracola, and Mike Ritchie, thank you for your hard work and unselfish dedication this past year. The six of you devote countless hours and much energy to the borough's business. You're always willing to work hard for all the residents as we continue to pass ordinances and budgets that make the quality of life in Waldwick a little easier. To our borough administrator, Patrick Weary, CFO Colleen Innes, Borough Clerk Kelly Hallowitz, Deputy Clerk Tatiana Marquise, Grant Administrator Matt Gilder, our Police Department, DBW, and all our borough employees. You are the backbone of our community. And without your hard work that you do every day without complaining, the borough would not be the best borough that it is. I say it often and I'll say it again. This borough is well protected by our volunteer fire department, ambulance corps, and CERTS program, who continue to serve and protect all of us here in Waldwick. You never know what you will encounter on each call, but you proceed with the same level of commitment and service every day. Thank you for your dedication, thank you for volunteering, and thank you for protecting Waldwick and our residents. I would like to thank also our appointed professionals and consultants for your diligence in providing guidance throughout the year. To all our civil-minded members of our boards, who are our neighbors, who sit on the various boards and committees, thank you for your dedication and determination in making a difference in Waldwick. I appreciate all your goals, which is the betterment of Waldwick. I would like to congratulate the Waldwick High School football team for having a great season and winning the title league champs, the Waldwick High School boys and girls soccer team for winning the title sectional champs and co-league champs, and to all the Waldwick students who have won this past year awards and citations. You've done a great job, and we are all very proud of you. Warrior Nation lives on and is stronger than ever because of all of you. I would also like to thank our businesses and welcome new businesses that have made Waldwick their home. Please support all our businesses by shopping locally, for your patronage is very important to their success. Also, I'd like to thank our veterans. Veterans are a very important part of our community. Without them, we would not learn, we would not have examples, and I thank them for all they do for us every day. This past year, we had many accomplishments and great things happening in Waldwick. Much was accomplished. Some of the highlights were: we completed Ted Bell project, supported the Waldwick School District building upgrades by waiving almost $400,000 in fees. We moved all polling places out of the school facilities to address school security concerns. We insulated the police department portion of the public safety building to improve energy efficiency. We completed construction to increase parking spaces by 50 spots at the library, public safety complex, and administration building. Tonight, I know many of you used the spots, so I think it was worthwhile that we did this. Began a non-condemnation area in need of development study around the train station to evaluate if there is an opportunity to improve the use of properties in the area. Began the Waldwick Volunteer Geese Patrol, where volunteers and their dogs chase geese from the borough park. It's working out very well, and a matter of fact, the dogs were here a couple of meetings ago to be recognized, and we gave them dog bones, so they were very happy. We began a traffic study north of East Prospect between Franklin Turnpike and Route 17. We completed improvements of Frederick Street and Walter Nightingale Place, including new sidewalks on Frederick Street, drainage improvements, and roadway repairs. We named Everson Drive a newly formed street in the subdivision off of Monroe Street after Mr. Everson, who is a Civil War veteran who died during wartime. We also amended our borough code to reflect that when considering naming a street or a newly roadway, we will prefer to give it to a veteran who lost their lives during wartime. We've paved East Prospect Street. We moved the Christmas tree lighting to Borough Park and purchased a new menorah. We added holiday lightings throughout the whole borough on all our borough buildings. The Waldwick Police Department held their first annual Waldwick Warrior Night at the Superdome, which included food, music, games, laser tag, inflatable obstacle courses, and more. The police department also held their second annual Police Academy. The police department also began to use their body-worn cameras. We received $75,000 from the state of New Jersey and $50,000 from PSE&G for the installation of a two-level DCFC electric vehicle charging in the administration building parking lot. We received $28,000 from the New Jersey Assistance to Firefighter Grant for the purchase of turnout gear, and we held the mayor's second annual house decorating contest. We did a lot in 2022. Probably there was more that we did, but these are the most highlighted ones. And we are very happy to accomplish everything that we have done in 2022. As we look to 2023, some of the potential projects include installing PFAS treatment facilities at the well supporting the Waldwick water system. We will use grant funding from the Bergen County Open Space Municipal Improvement Program to fund the permitting and construction of pedestrian bridge and walking paths in Brookview Park. We will have a revaluation of all properties in Waldwick. We are trying to have 8 concerts this year in Borough Park. Last year we had 6. We will continue our open dialogue with working together with a relationship with the Board of Ed, Chamber of Commerce, businesses, clubs, and organizations. We will have the traditional trunk or treat in conjunction with the Waldwick Community Alliance. We will have our Christmas tree lighting ceremony once again in Borough Park, making it bigger and better for all our residents. We are already talking to the gentleman that did the DJ work, and he's come up with plenty of ideas for us to make it much better next year. We will continue also the house decorating contest and also the menorah lighting ceremony. We'll be working on a new banners on the poles in Waldwick where families can purchase banners of their loved ones who are deceased or are still serving in the military. We will always remember our veterans and the residents who served our country so that they will always know that they are loved here in Waldwick. We will continue our road program, continue to upgrade our buildings, parks, and pools. Our environmental committee will continue to improve the quality of life for our residents. They started styrofoam collection events and held meetings regularly that are open to the public, where they come up with programs to better our environment. They will continue to serve in an advisory capacity and shall provide information, advice, and make recommendations to the mayor and council relating to environmental issues which impact all of us here in Waldwick. Our beautification committee will continue to make progress in working in the areas of our community where it needs to be cleaned up, and also planting flowers in the areas of Waldwick. Their motto is really to keep Waldwick clean, filled with beauty and color. We will be sitting down probably in a couple of weeks to work on our operating and capital budget. These are just some of the items we are working on, with much more that will be coming up during the year. There will be challenges in 2023. As we always do, we will respond with diligence, determination, hard work, creativity, and bold decisions. We will start tonight to work hard for our residents to accomplish amazing things in 2023. A new year is like a new sunrise of hope and prosperity, of happiness. It is like a new beginning of thoughts, of words, of actions. It is like a new day of energy, of strength, of ideas. It is like a bunch of whole new things, of prayers, of friends, of love. Let us mark today as the new start, a new journey. Please join with myself, Don, Paul, Terry, Katie, Mike, and Michelle in our journey in continuing to make Waldwick a community built on hard work, family value, service to others, open-minded, caring, transparent community. Helen Keller said, "Alone we can do so little. Together we can do so much." Let us tonight start to work together as a family, a Waldwick family, to make our home a most desirable place to work, raise a family, and enjoy life. As I've always said since I became mayor, I believe our best days lie ahead. I ask all of you once again to join with us in our journey to lead Waldwick forward into a future that we can enjoy and be proud of, all that we have created. May 2023 bring happiness to your door. May it knock early. May it stay late. Leave the gift of peace, love, and joy, and good health behind. God bless all of you, our country, our veterans, but most of all, God bless Waldwick. Happy New Year. Before we open it up to the public for any comments, does anybody from the council would like to comment on anything? Yes.
Thank you. Happy New Year, everyone. I didn't want to I just would like to congratulate Councilman Bjork on his 11 years of service in the Borough of Waldwick. He did well for Waldwick. I thank him for asking the questions that made me think of things in a different way. I thank him for sharing his knowledge with me and teaching me about being a council member. I thank him for sticking with his beliefs, and mostly I thank him for his kindness and dedication to the people of Waldwick. It is appreciated by me and many people. He has done well. And I would like to congratulate Councilwoman Weber and wish her well. And you're a welcome addition here, and good luck on the parks. If you have any questions, I'm always here.
Thank you. Anyone else? Yes.
I'd like to congratulate Don and Michelle and look forward to working with both of you guys this year.
Thank you. Anyone else? Sir?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First of all, thank you very much, Councilman Sherman, for the nomination of president. I will do my best to hopefully not have to do anything, because Tommy is there all the time. So I want to congratulate Michelle. I want to congratulate my partner over here, right? Who's been here for 5 years now, sitting next to each other. I want to thank all the other council people for their hard work and their dedication to everything. Patrick, you've been a welcome addition. Kelly, you've been a wonderful addition to this. And Tatiana's been even more help now. Now that I get to see her a lot more often. I'd like to thank everybody in town and the borough. I think the council people here are good people, and they're dedicated people and honest people. And then I'd also like to also thank Councilman Bjork for his hard work, his dedication for the last 11 years. He was not afraid to say things that he felt, which is good. That always brings up more thoughts for everybody else to think of, too. And that's one thing that we needed. We needed people to come out and say what they thought. Maybe not all the time the right things, but that's his opinion, and his opinion is hopefully what everybody else's opinions are, too. So I want to thank everybody for all the hard work. Thank you very much. Have a happy New Year.
Thank you. Anyone else?
I'll just say some final words. So congrats, Michelle and Don, to your reelection. Before the meeting today, both Don and Paul expressed great concern that I wouldn't be sitting with them on that side of the dais anymore. I feel that they miss me already, but
They told me to move you.
but I think we're going to do a good job of making this side of the dais great fun, and maybe another time we'll exactly, yeah. So happy New Year to everybody.
Anyone else? Would you like to say something?
I'd like to say thank you to everyone. I'm very honored to be up here with all of you, and I really look forward to working with all of you. I'm very excited, nervous, a little bit overwhelmed, but it's all new, and I think it'll be really good. I look forward to it. Thank you very much.
Don?
Thank you, Mayor. Yeah, I really appreciate my family giving me the time to come and do this month after month, year after year, now decade after decade. Everybody makes sacrifices when they volunteer, and sometimes it's your family as well. So thank you guys for putting up with all of this. I'd like to thank the residents for giving us the confidence to serve on your behalf. Michelle and I, hopefully, we're out there kind of talking about the kinds of things we see as a vision for Waldwick and getting ideas from them as well. So it's always fun and interesting to go out and meet with the residents in our community and talk about the future of our town and kind of what we all see as the vision for it. It's been a pleasure serving with everyone up here for all these years, new faces and old, and look forward to hopefully a productive yet challenging year coming up. So thank you all for being here.
Thank you. Anyone else? Before we open up to the comments, I just want to make one comment. A couple of days ago, I was watching a show. Everybody probably watches it. Everyone Loves Raymond. And in that show, Raymond was given an honorary doctorate, and he had to give a speech, and he thanked everybody. And he forgot one person. He forgot his wife. And I remember that. So, Marion, thank you very much. Thank you very much for allowing me to be up here with everyone here, and also to Karen and to Andrew soon, and to all the other wives and husbands who put up with a lot of our stuff. I know when we come home from meetings, sometimes we're probably mad and yelling and screaming, but we pick it out on you, and we thank you very much for putting up with us. At this time, anybody from the public would like to have any comments said, please kindly come up, state your name and address for the record. If we do not have any, Mr. Weber, you have to call her the Honorable from now on. Do I have a motion to adjourn? A motion by Mike, second by Michelle. All those in favor? All those opposed? Good night and Happy New Year.